Hey guys, I wanted to do a video to show you guys how I am using my Hobonichi weeks, how I have it set up for 2022. So I'm using this one as a wellness planner or a wellness journal, however you like to call it. This is a freebie from Sterling Inc. On her Facebook page, and I just printed it off on vellum because I think that's really pretty. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. So this is the hardcover. I have the hardcover, and this clear cover is from Lauren Phelps Design. I'll link everything in the description down below. Yeah. So this yearly overview, I've decided to use it as a period tracker. So I will just mark here. I'll probably use like a marker and mark the dates where and when my period came. I mean when, not where. Obviously we all know where it comes. Anyways, that's beside the point. And over here I'm going to be using this as a mood tracker. So I will just color the dates based on the key I made myself. So these are the colors I will be using for my moods, and the numbers here are the numbers of the Tombow dual brush pens that I will be using. So that's that. And initially, because this planner starts in December, initially I wanted to use this as my social media tracker, but then I slowly realized, well, when I got to the 8th, I realized this is just not enough room because, you know, I would want to write quite a bit on here. So yeah, I decided to not use it as my social media tracker. And these washies are from Paper Minty Studio. Same with the sticker. And this I also printed from Sterling Inc. on her. This is also one of her freebies. She does monthly calendar freebies. If you guys want to check it out, check out her Facebook group. Yeah, so I printed this out on vellum also. And okay, so how I've decided to use the monthly this year. So up here, I'm thinking to track my workouts, whether that may be actual workouts or just any kind of movement. So let's say if I took a long walk or a short walk, or I power walked, just any kind of movement I'm going to write here. Or, you know, if it's leg day, ab day, cardio, whatever. Yeah, I will write here. And so initially I had some trackers here on this side of the weekly view, but I decided to keep all my trackers here. I know it's a lot of information to keep on a daily, but I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. So over here I am tracking in detail my mood. So I write the mood here and then the dates up here. So I'll just put a dot and it'll be nice to see the graph. And here, down here, I have the dates up here and some things I wanted to track over here. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So how I've been using this, I keep my gratitude log here, and then initially I had my mood tracker and my habit tracker here. All of these stickers are from Paper Minty Studio. And then I'll do a little bit of reflection on the bottom, or I'll do a quote, practice my hand lettering, things like that. But I've decided to, since this is a wellness journal, I think I'm going to section this off. So I will probably track the weather on one side, continue with my gratitude. And since all my trackers are going into the monthly, I might track my sleep here and maybe just give myself more room for reflection, things I'm loving that week, things like that. Because I realize that, oh, and also my meals. I'm probably going to track my meals also, because I find that for mental health, how am I going to explain this properly? My mental health, how I am, it correlates with a lot of things that go go on around me. So for example, if it's like the weather along with the things that I ate and lack of sleep, things like that. So I would like to track them all and, you know, look back and see how I can help myself in the future. Obviously, if it's things I can't control like the weather, that's a whole other thing. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to try to use it this way. And in the back, I'm just going to be using all these empty pages for morning pages. If you're not familiar, morning pages is just stream of consciousness writing. It's from the book The Artist's Way. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to be using this Hobonichi Weeks. And now this one is a soft cover. I have it in the Hobonichi clear cover. And this page marker is also from Hobonichi. So how it's used is you just like that. Yeah, that's how you hold the page down. Anyways, this is a soft cover. This is going to be my everyday carry, purely functional, not very pretty. I mean, I might want to make it pretty eventually, but for now, it's just purely functional, pen only. Yeah, so right here, I also have, these are also freebies from Sterling Ink that I printed on vellum. I have some, I'm using this kind of like a dashboard where I have some sticky notes here because I use sticky notes. This is just going to be reference for me. And this page, I'm going to track birthdays. So I'm going to write down everyone's birthdays so I don't forget them. And the monthly view, I'm just using for events, birthdays that are coming up. The main tasks or goals that I have for that month. And going into the weeklies, so I can't really share too much, but yeah, so I'm just going to be writing messy planning in here. So it won't be anything luxurious or anything, nothing beautiful to look at. But yeah, what I love about the Hobonichi Weeks is this is just such a blank canvas. So you get the structure you need on this side, but you have that free space here if you need to write more things, if you know what I mean. And I like the size because it's just perfect to carry around. And it's very slim. I bring it around. I think you guys have seen I've tucked it in my traveler's notebook, and it goes with me as my wallet. Yeah, so that's how I'm using that. Okay, now coming to the back pages, I'm going to be using this section as a vision board. So I will be taping in or tipping in some photos or things like that for this year. This is going to be my vision board for this year. And I'm not completely done setting this up, but I kind of started. So this is going to be my index, these 2 pages. And this page I'm thinking of using as a monthly, quarterly task list. So for example, there's some things that I'll need to do quarterly, like I need to go through my children's shoes and clothes because kids grow really fast. So declutter that, hand them down, donate. And another thing I wanted to be better at every quarter is to clear my phone. So I'm going to, you know, put the photos into the computer, things like that. Yeah, so this is just, I have yet to set it up obviously, but this is going to be my my quarterly and monthly to-do list. And this, I kind of set it up already. So this is going to be my book list, books that I've read this year. I don't really like the idea of pressuring myself to read, let's say 100 books in a year, because I personally feel that if I give myself that pressure, I'll just read it just to check something off that list, if you know what I mean. But I want to read things to learn and to absorb what I'm reading, so I'm not going to pressure myself. But yeah, I wrote here start, like when I started, the title of the book, when I finished, whether it's a book or an audio book. Yeah, so this is the spread. This is my fun money collection. So I want to be more mindful and track the things that I bought for my hobby. I'm not too happy with my spending for last year, and I want to improve that. So I feel like if I wrote it down, it's kind of a reminder to me that, do I need this, or am I just impulse buying? Or I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying something you like, but with under your budget, you know what I mean? So I feel like in this hobby, we often can get caught up in FOMO, and yeah, for me personally, I just want to be more mindful of that. So yeah, that's how I'm going to be using that. My YouTube tracker, the day I posted, and the video description, and over here I'm thinking maybe in the future I'll track my stats, because right now I'm very new. So yeah, come time I'll track my stats. My wish list, I will be writing down the items, the shop, the price, and whether or not I purchased it. And we get into January. So I took a note from Lindsay Scribbles where she counted the days roughly of what she thinks how much she'll use, and then she put a sticky note on that day, I guess, or that allocated page for herself, to make sure she has enough pages for the year. And I gave myself about 2 days per page, and I think I have quite enough. So yeah, I'm really happy with the extra pages. And of course, like Lindsay said in her videos before, if I wanted to improve anything from the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, I would probably ask them to put in 100 more pages in the back, just for people like us who just write a lot. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I will be using my Hobonichi Weeks for 2022. Let me know in the comments below how you will be using your Hobonichi Weeks. And yeah, I love to check out your channel, or I love to get inspiration from you all too. Have a good one.